Hello and welcome on back to the next part of the Fitzgerald Restoration Legacy, guys. I hope you've been enjoying it up to now, because we're going to start going towards a more familial playthrough now. This particular part of the legacy is where it doesn't get complicated, it just gets busier. We're almost at the end of spring, so Connor is going to propose to Meabh on Saturday, and then it will be summertime, and hopefully we'll have the wedding fairly soon after that. I'd probably within 2 or 3 days later, so it should be all on recorded today. That is the plan. So we're back from a cheap bed. Well, they worked, both of them worked really hard. I'm not kidding, they really did. They've both gotten 3 or 4 promotions, and the garden has also given us a whopping 19,574 simoleons, and that is after we took off the 10,000 simoleons for the cafe. The reason I've brought it up to this is because we still have one more build to do before we can really have the next generation, before Meabh can become pregnant. We have to build a house for our neighbour. So we have this lovely big lot here, but I am thinking perhaps we move all this over here. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it. And then we have another house here, so I'm thinking we're going to build our neighbour's house here. I want to do something with our lot as well. I feel like we could put 2 houses. We could rent out the second house here. It's an option. I've never done that in game before, so I don't know how that would actually work, but it's an option that we can look at down the line. But this lot is the Fitzgerald estate, so realistically I'm not entirely sure if we will have 2 houses. We could, and we could have like the older generations in one house and the younger generations in the other, but that's very tricky to do with when you have the one family unit living on the same plot, I believe. So towards the end of today we should have proposed to Meabh, and we should have hopefully built or began to build the neighbour's house. So let's jump on in, and oh yeah, I wanted to get him a new bed, so he's going outside. They deserve a new bed, really, after all their hard work. And lots of art in the room as well. I'm wondering if they sleep okay at night time with all of that art. So they had this bed, which was a 422. So energy, we want to bring that up to a 5. This is a 522, 511, not even 411, 41, 41, 41, 41. Oh my gosh, 522. There we go. A 511, 522. Ooh, that's a really nice looking bed. Okay, we'll go with that for now. It's an upgrade to what they have, or what they had. So yeah, I really like that. We'll get them some end tables. I didn't realize I'd forgotten those. But to be honest, if I put a clock on the side table, I'm not going to use it realistically. But we'll put it there for just for the gimmick. And then maybe a lamp on the nightstand. Lovely. That's a little bit more homey for sure. Yeah, it's all coming along quite well, I have to say. Oh, it is Friday. Connor doesn't have work today, so he can relax. whereas Maeve does have work, but she's feeling a fear, even though I told her to drink. I had her drink the fear be gone thing, so that sadness should be gone soon. She does have work, so I want her to take a shower. He's talking to the plant. Go tend to garden there, Connor, but it might be a bit early. Okay, she's basically ready for work. You might clean the sink, brush your teeth. For work, he just needs the gardening skill, and that's going all well for him. So we might get him to resume the garden pot when he has harvested everything. She's come out to... she ran out to chat to him. That is adorable. Romantic. You can give him a hug. You don't have work for another little while. They're both playful and flirty. They had a fun evening the other night, so I think that's definitely helped boost all this, and it'll be exciting in hopefully a week in game that they should be married and hopefully a child on the way. But we do have to build the neighbour's house. So why am I saying play with? Just no, go harvest everything here. Maeve, do you have a blueprint done? You don't. Okay. Bills 2 on 2 is fine. I want you to go sit here and then draft this. Got loads of time anyway. She might be able to do 2 of them. Go to work in an hour. Draft another concept. Okay, submit your concept. They're both 1 great and 1 outstanding. We get paid for these concepts as well, just so you know. I'm not doing it for the fun of it. Depending on the quality and just the game, you can get a huge chunk of money, which is how we ended up with 18,000. We got a couple of thousand for one of her submissions, which I did not expect. It was delightful. It's time for work, my dear. Oh, the calendar. That's something else I need to work on. Okay, Connor, you can go take a shower. Maeve is off to work. She has done amazing to get up to level 8, so we're not going to make her work her butt off at this stage now. I think she can chill out, and we might start working on her aspiration and her bucket list here, as well as Connor's, because you know, they're young, they're living their life, they want to have a good life, so why not help them with that? So we're going to get him to harvest all that as well. Then I'm going to get you to do a workout. Ooh, space bender. No. You are going to work out, but we're going to do power sculpting. Go for the promotion, Mia. Always go for the promotion. Oh, she's feeling sick. Oh. I'm going to get her to work hard just a little bit. She's designed a radical new vision for the town hall with a solar spire water reclamation technology. We're going to scale it back. Nice. Okay, performance gain medium. Yeah, we won't do anything futuristic yet, and definitely not in Willow Creek. So it's Friday. He has work on Saturday though. However, he is gonna have to take that day off. He is also feeling sick. We did have a shelf of medicine, didn't we? We do. Excellent. Okay, I don't want him to take it, but if he does have a headache, maybe it will be better for him too. It's combated, he's cold. Okay, because sometimes you can give them medicine at the wrong time and it just, yeah, it doesn't really go well for your sim. Basically, taking medication when you don't need to is not a good idea. Okay, his focus skill is climbing, which is great to see. But go to the bathroom, get some food. I might get him to finish this because the weather is good. Let's sell our garden produce. 1300, lovely. More than he makes it work at the moment. So again, it's that nice little extra little bit that they may or may not need, which in their circumstances with the challenge, they do need. I'm very curious to see what garden plants we will acquire for summer. I need to go through all of them and see what ones are in season, what ones aren't, because again, I want to have one of each, just one, but that will take some time. I will say the weather is very, very nice at the moment, guys. It's not blue skies perfectly, but we've got blue skies, a little bit of cloud, and I do think it is 14 degrees outside here in Ireland today. So definitely a day to enjoy being outside, which is what I'll do exactly when I'm done with this recording. Okay, I'm going to get you to do the horse sculpture. Again, get the hand in a skill. 1600 from Meabh, brilliant. And that was not her working hard. She can get promotion the next day of work. Oh my gosh. Okay, she has the weekend off though, so I want her to go take a bath with soaks, a muscle relaxing soak. I want her to enjoy herself because it's a big weekend ahead, which we're going to save for, just to make sure nothing goes wrong. His hand in a skill is going up, which is great to see. And she's just loving life. Now, he does have work tomorrow. It's 7 AM to 2 PM, which is fine, because then for the evening, they'll go out and have dinner. And, well, have dinner. They can't really go out and have dinner. We could have them go out and go to the cafe, but I suppose we'll just have to decorate again like we did with the beginning of their relationship and all that, and just make it really pretty here for them, and hopefully that'll be cute enough. Maeve, you can wash your hands, use the bathroom, then why don't you watch a movie with Connor? Now, there are all these festivals and things on that we could also... This is so cute.
Oh. Gonna benu. Blurna Pafin. Febine Lovo Bonefi.
Tiso
Duh.
Oh no, did I put on a sad movie for them? Oh my gosh. What have we done? Festival of Light. Okay, where is this? That actually sounds like fun. I'm wondering, maybe Connor proposes tonight. I mean, there's nothing to stop him, really. Let's go. There we go. I was trying to get them to like stop watching the film. I've never been to this Festival of Light. This could be really cool. I hope it's fairly good. I mean, it's not a lot of Sims around right now. Let's go purchase a Simmy capsule. You can also purchase one. I can hear fireworks. Or something. I definitely heard fireworks going off there. She's ordering food. Order food. Get the tricolored dango. And little does Meabh know that Connor is going to propose. Okay. There's a mountain. Oh my gosh. Actually, where are we? Are we in Komorebi? Because I don't recognize it, because Komorebi is usually filled with snow, but this is very Komorebi vibes. I said that such a bad way. A bamboo forest. Hike the scenic loop with Connor. Oh my gosh, could this get any better? Are they wearing... No. I was like, I thought they changed into the kimonos, and I was like, no! I don't think we go with them for this. I'd love if we could. It would be so cool. Oh wait, we can? Oh my gosh, this is so cool!
Yes.
Isn't it such a lovely day? Oh, that looks gorgeous over with the cherry blossom trees. Oh, you know what? That's a great location. Okay, we're gonna also change our outfits. You're gonna change into that. And Meabh, change your outfit. We won't do the formal, we'll do the party outfit. I think that would look quite appropriate. You don't need to keep eating. Okay. I do want them to do the wish thing. Is this the shrine? This is not the shrine. This is a really cool little graveyard. This is amazing. I've never seen this area in game. This is all new to me. And I am definitely returning with my other Sims. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I think this view together, this is going to be the place for them to propose. Why are you practicing your jogging? Go here. Or you're practicing your juggling. Okay, I want you to write a wish. And I want you to write a wish. And I want you to take a selfie, take a picture. We'll do all the above. Okay. Now I know it's gotten dark, so it's not like lighting is going to be terrible. But let's just go actions. Oh, we still have our group here. Okay. Go here together. Then go here together. Friendly. Deep thoughts. Deep conversation. Go here. Yes. Romantic. Physical embrace.
Zoob. Whitney.
Go here together. Together. Oh, his wish didn't come through? True? What did she wish? That, Meabh would hug him? I don't want him to be sad. He's about to, well, hopefully he's going to propose. Romantic. Flirtation. Offer a rose. Oh my gosh. Okay, go here together. I'm trying to get the, like, proper lineup, but it's so difficult. Go here together. Go here together. Okay. Funny story. Tell a funny story. Nope. Oh my gosh, we're going to spend half the night trying to get into position. No. Although that, I suppose, is... I don't think we're going to get better than this, so... I'm going to save, just in case this doesn't go as planned. But... caress cheek. Relationship. Propose. She said yes. Yay! Romantic embrace. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's hike back to town with Meabh. Woohoo! They're engaged! Okay, we got... oh, there's that strange guy in the trench coat. So, we don't need food or drink, really. Do we want the kimono? I think we'll wear the kimono really quickly. Really quickly. I said wear the kimono. Outfit, change your outfit. Will it come up here? It doesn't. Did he just spend 300 and not wear the kimono for me? Did she just get food? Oh, it's in creative then. Okay. That's kind of not great. I wanted them to have the kimono and have a photo of the kimono on them. Okay. Right, let's go home, guys. It ate my money.
Uh,
It could be 10 times worse, Maeve. You know, you could have had to pay a lot more money. I'm just saying. I mean, she had a great night. She's engaged. Can you get something small to eat?
oh.
I'm sure she can. She has work. No, she doesn't have work. But poor Connor does. He is level 4, so he is promoting himself, but very slowly.
Oh.
That's fine though. There's no rush with the careers really. Once they have money coming in, I'm happy with that. So
Yamal.
you're all done. Clean up and off to bed you go. We let her sleep because oh wait, or does he? No, he has work, so he has to sleep. Sorry, Connor, I didn't mean to wake you. Maeve needs to wake up and fix this and mop this. Thank you, Maeve. Okay, and then back to bed. Whereas he has work at 7. So, oh, it's talk like a pirate day. No, thank you. It's not a bad holiday to have, it's just a strange one, and he did not get a lot of sleep. Dang. Okay, got leftovers. Perfect. Okay. You don't have time to spray the bugs, Connor, I'm afraid. The last day of spring. Off you go to work. Dig in the dirt for a little bit. Maeve. Oh, that was our concept, so I think we got 2 of those paid for. Local Green Thumbs are holding a harvest off, a speed grow contest. What does Connor do? Focus effort on cultivating a fruit, finalist, or spectate the contest. He is a master in gardening, so we're going to try cultivating it. Yes, let's go. His entry is going to be the world's largest onion. With careful tending and horticultural secret, his contest-winning onion grew to massive proportions. He took first place and the onion caused the surrounding area to smell a bit oniony for the rest of the week. Right, work hard, so... Oh, he's gonna get a promotion. Oh no, that's Maeve. Maeve will end up getting a promotion. What about Connor? Well, we'll get him on the way there. If he is happy to. Okay. We're just ignoring phone calls for now. And we're going to be a good fiance. And we are going to tend to the garden once we've gone to the bathroom. There we go. Okay. Can we weed the flowers and spray for bugs? Do any of them need watering? No? Doesn't look like it. I know that's one of the more important things with gardening, at least in real life, making sure the plants are watered, but that seems to be such a rare thing here in The Sims, or else we just have been very blessed with the weather in the game. He's nearly done work. I don't think he'll get a promotion, but definitely tomorrow he will. So he can work at normal there for the last few minutes. 175 simoleons. It's really not that much, but we still appreciate all of his hard work. So why don't you go take a bath? Okay. She's after gathering all that, so let's see how much. 1200, not too bad. Okay. We're going to save it there, and what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go into the world of Willow Creek, and we're going to build that neighbour's house. Okay, so we are going to build our neighbour's house here. I don't know what we're building yet, but on my challenge document, I have mentioned that if you are playing casually, you can use the gallery. So, basic shell is what I'm going to type in here. Max is curated. No. All. Okay. Lots. But I mean like a very, very basic shell. How much does that cost? Okay. It is a 2-story as well, which I'm not going to give out about at all because that's probably what our house will end up becoming. Okay, I'm going to say starter shell. See, these have already been, you know, designed. Again, I'm not complaining. But this one is 15,000. So we have a budget of maybe 12,000, I'm going to say. So let's actually bring this down to 20 by 30 and we'll say up to 10,000, just so that really makes the build. The unfurnished starter home. Okay. Yeah, okay, interesting. I won't lie, that house we saw at the beginning, the 2-story, I really did like that. So if we see a 2-story that, ooh, this could be, it's very small. Very, very basic. Okay. Lots of space in that house. So a lot of the starter shells will be very small. That's a really interesting build. That's really cool. I like that. That's very creative. Okay, what did we just download into our library? Lots. I'm pretty sure I saved it. But I'm also not sure. Nope. Okay, if we just go starter shell again. Was it near the or was that in the other, what I said? Base Shell. Basic shell, base shell. This could bring up something completely different again. I do love the gallery in one sense because it will showcase the skill and creativity that different players have. Oh, don't tell me it's going to get stuck. Okay, I'm gonna go out of it for a second. Okay, that's fine. Basic shell. There must be a lot of them. But if I go out and then we go back in, it might help boost the search. Okay. Show owned. Okay, we're gonna go out again. Okay, we are gonna just have to go and wing it by ourselves. So this is the driveway. So we're gonna give them a driveway, and then from there they'll have like a garage, a garage, okay. Okay. I know it's a fairly large looking build, and it probably will stay a large build because we're going to make a second story onto it. Okay. Okay, so we have an upstairs. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I am just testing and going with what I think might work. Okay, and that side still. Okay. Now that could definitely be flattened, maybe? It looks fine from the front, to be honest. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it might. I don't know why I decided to do balconies. I just decided, you know what? Let's go for it. Now, what type of fencing for the balconies? I don't know. I suppose it depends on the style of the house. We've got a front balcony and, strangely enough, a back balcony. Now that might not matter much if I put on the roof trimming. And then change the roof to be... There we go. Oh, this definitely needs to be fixed. There we go. Okay. Now I do think this entire house does need to be moved forward 2, 3 even. Move back 1. But that's much better. Just so that they have a bit of a garden at the back as well. What value do we have? Already 10,500. Oh my god. Okay. I did have a feeling that we would end up in this situation, but that's okay. So, the kitchen dining room. There's going to be a bathroom here. This is the garage, so it's not, technically it's not really a room to be used. It is an empty room. I haven't even thought about upstairs, except that this here is the bathroom. So I think we'll have maybe a large enough landing. This will be a landing area. That's very large, so then it really is a lot bigger than it needs to be. Okay. Just for now, I just need a bit of lighting, so I'm going to add in windows so that I can see what we're doing. They could land properly. There we go. That seems fairly... No, I think we'll leave that like that and then have that split there between a main bedroom and an ensuite, and then another room here at the front, guest room maybe. Maybe, again, it depends on the family that move in, and when Sims move in they don't take any responsibility on themselves to like decorate and change furniture and stuff like that. So, okay, that's a very basic shell. Mural. Garage mural. Okay. So we'll have two of those there like that to try and give that illusion of a garage door. At least. Wall patterns. I'm not sure what I'm thinking just quite. I think the red and white like that, but then have the white. That's complete opposite of what we need. That's the same type of siding, but then you lose the... So do they have... They do. Okay. This is also meant to be Maeve's first build project, so I don't think it has to look perfect. You know, it can look a bit like, huh? You know, and as we go along, we can definitely work on improving the look of the houses and all that, so. I do like that front door though. Now I'm going to just make it nice and neutral. And windows. Oh my gosh, 14,000? Okay. Again, like the last with the cafe, we'll pay half and then we'll save up and pay off the other half then. Windows, windows, windows. No, I don't want those. No. These ones are fairly nice. We'll check all these through the inside of the build. How does that look in the front? Yeah, okay. And then we will have one there. This is our dining and kitchen area, so that might have to be moved because I may put a fireplace in. We are going to change to this window here for the kitchen. Maybe we actually go with these guys. The triage is a good window, but sometimes it's not the most ideal. Again, the same when it comes to placement for the bathrooms. There is the small window actually. That will work a lot better. I have that one window there for the garage, but it's not necessary. Okay. We will have the tall windows again here for the balcony. I don't know if we need a window there or not. Or actually, maybe I just don't need the long windows and the short windows might work better. I'm going to place for now, but I don't really know if it's necessary. Small windows there for that bathroom. Long window for the hallway. Do the tall windows because there's nothing on that side, so a lot of windows, yes. Do we need another window here though? I just don't know. No, it looks strange. With it and without it, it just doesn't seem to work. And even the small window, I think, there's no need for it. I think this window can go in the middle. Oh yeah, we need a small window. Well, we don't need one, but it will add to that room. We can make that bigger depending on which room uses it. I think this might be the main parents' room, and that can be then guest room / children's room down the line for that family that does move in. 15,000, not too bad. Definitely expensive for a starter house, I would have to say. Okay, then very quickly we'll go around and just add in the doors into the different rooms. That's our living room. Into the kitchen and dining. From the kitchen and dining, so there is a door from here into this utility room, and the door from that to the garage. Then upstairs we'll have the main bathroom, bedroom, and then their ensuite bathroom. We will also add our patio door. I want something that's not too... Not that it won't be obvious, but just something simple like that. Perfect. I still think we need something here. No. It has to be this tall window. I guess that works. It doesn't feel like it works, honestly. It really doesn't feel like it works, but we've got this nice little I don't know if that helps at all. We're spending money where we don't need to spend money now. That's the other thing, which I'm like, You know, I did think starting out we'd have a house half the size of this. So I think we're gonna have a lot of expensive builds down the line. We do need to put in a fence for the neighbours. That's actually a cute little nook there for like the rubbish bins and stuff if they wanted to. And at the front then we'll just have the high hedgerow. And bring that just there like that. Perfect. And see, the high hedgerow then doesn't work when you don't use, I don't know if that actually works, this little fencing. It looks fantastic, but I don't know if it will actually work. We'll have to find out. Just need a tall gate now. That's the next thing to find. And a tall gate that will look and suit the house that's after being built. That's actually the Tomarani gate now. That is lovely. As with most of my builds, I add some sort of foliage. So that's one. My go-to is the beech trees and the aspen trees because they're tall and they just look great no matter where they're placed. It just adds a bit more greenery and suddenly, you know, it's a lot more alive than it was. Okay, we're looking at losing all our money for this. Part of me, I don't care, but the other part of me is like, oh my god. Oh, that's kind of not quite the concrete I wanted. Well, that one is. This. That looks a bit nicer. But maybe not. Maybe we go with the. Okay, if we go with that, get some hedges. or bushes of some sort. So that is genuinely something we will add in here. We do need to change the pathing for sure. It does not look great. And we just need to find just make it look a little bit unkempt. Not too unkempt, but just enough that's like, So there is a very appealing greenery vibe, but that it does need some tender care. I might make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Then we also need this too. But we don't need that one either. We can get a different looking. This is the Willow Creek, apparently, this one that we're holding in right there. Which is hard to believe that that's meant to be the Willow Creek mailbox, and I really do like it. Excellent. Okay guys, I think this is the neighbour's house for now. We are going to change that and that because what a house, huh? My gosh. 19,800. Oof. And that's with no furnishing. We definitely would love to furnish all the homes, move in Sims that can afford it. But yeah, for now. Alright, the traits here as well, I think, is going to be a dog hangout, which will help us if we want to, you know, get a stray. I think geothermal, just something random, and good schools as well. If you play this challenge on a harder mode, you can, or you have to, sorry, have at least one lot challenge activated. Can you believe that? I can, because I created the challenge. Which is why I'm not doing the hard mode yet, because we are still testing it out and all that. So, yeah. Right guys, we're gonna love you and leave you again very soon. We're going to change the name of this to... What will we change it to? I don't even... What to be? Ours is the Fitzgerald Estate. This will be... Copper Lodge. I don't know why that came into my head. It did. That's what we'll go with. Copper Lodge. Alright. We're going to take one more screenshot here. Excellent. Perfect. So, manage worlds. We're going to save. We'll go back to our two lovely engaged Sims. And that's where we're going to wrap up our recording for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this recording. I certainly did. I'm delighted with the progress we have made, and we have neighbours. It's quite funny though that our neighbours have a nicer house than us. But look, it is what it is. We'll have a house just as nice, if not even nicer. So we're going to love you and leave you there, guys, and see you again soon.